Hello, Aries. Welcome back. It's good to see you again. It's a very chaotic time in all of our lives right now. So I appreciate you joining me for the May 2020 readings. How was your birthday? Yeah? Well, I'm glad that you were safe. And we can all celebrate together once this is all over. And happy birthday again. I think I said happy birthday last month, but there's never too many happy birthdays. Alright, today I have some fluorite crystal. I have this smoky quartz. And I also have my tourmalated quartz pendulum in case we need to clarify with a yes or no answer. And you probably won't be able to see those because they're off camera. But it is a fine balance that I have to strike between having my face on camera and having the cards on camera. So I try to mix it up and not have it be the same every time. And we'll be using this Lenormand deck, which is created by taking work from Pamela Coleman Smith, who did the artwork for the Rider-Waite Tarot, taking a lot of her artwork and kind of remixing and collaging it into a Lenormand deck. I think they did a pretty good job with that. And then I'm also going to be using the Heindel Tarot. And this tarot is good. It's got the correspondences to the 32 paths, the Tree of Life, and the artwork is really cool. And of course, the backs of the cards have these eyeballs on them. So I'm going to do a 12 houses spread again. I did 12 houses spread for March, and I think that it really lends itself to how everything's going right now. It kind of covers all of the territory. It gives you a pretty complete and well-rounded picture. I mean, the Celtic Cross can kind of give you a better idea of past, present, and future, but I don't feel like that's as important right now as taking this time to kind of get a better idea of what's going on with you day to day. A lot of people are using this time to take up new hobbies, learn new things. A lot of people still have to work and are put in danger every day. So, since these are general readings, there's no way I can cover all of those scenarios. Alright, so do these 12 houses like this, and then I'm going to draw cards from Pixie's Lenormand and have 3 Lenormand cards for each of these. So first of all, we have the Queen of Pentacles. This is in the first house. It's the house of beginnings, and it's your house that you govern, Aries. So that's the Spider Woman representing the Queen of Pentacles in this deck. It could be about a new source of money. Could be about financial stability. Let's find out some more about what's going on. These cards are tiny, but they're very stiff. Good luck shuffling them. Okay, so we've got the house. So that's very much speaking to your stability in your home life. We have the mountain. So there are obstacles still for you to overcome in this situation. And the coffin. So there was an ending to something. And now we have either a new financial beginning or a renewed strength. Very interesting. The second house is the house of material possessions, and here we have the King of Pentacles, and it's reversed. Old man. I think that is maybe... So the cool thing about this deck is that they have the court cards are split up by geographic region. So the northern cards are more like from mythologic figures from Ireland and Scandinavia, and then the east is more like Asia, and the south is like Africa, and then the west I think is like the Americas. So that's kind of neat, but I do see this King of Pentacles being in the reverse in the house of possessions could be related to some kind of ending and then a new financial beginning. Let's find out. we have the birds. We have the dog. And we have a ring for somebody who's very loyal to you. Maybe they're an earth sign. Could be a Taurus. But I sense with this Pentacles energy, they're probably an earth sign. Because the ring is commitment, the dog is fidelity, and then the birds can be good advice. So I think there's somebody here who's going to help you out in this situation. So if you're not the one who's financially stable, someone else will be, and that will help you. Alright, so then in the third house, which is house of communication and ruled by Gemini, we have the Six of Wands. So the Six of Wands is about victory. I do think you're going to be overcoming a lot. If there was a problem that you were having with someone, whether it was that they were manipulative or not being truthful with you or anything like that, you're going to come out ahead in that situation. Yeah, we have the mice. That can represent people nibbling away at your resources. We have the garden. That's being surrounded by good friends. And we have a letter. So you might be getting news from somewhere. Alright, the fourth house. This is your home and family life. And it is the Ace of Wands reversed. So creativity, a creative spark in the home, but maybe not quite yet ready to be brought to fruition, which can be a little frustrating to feel like you have to sit on your hands. So, because Lenormand decks only have like 36 cards, and I'll be dealing out 12 for each. I'll be dealing out 12 sets of 3, so that's 36. So this stack is just going to get smaller and smaller until it's all used up. We have the scythe, so you could be cutting ties with someone. The key, which means that now you'll be able to unlock doors that you couldn't before. You'll have access to things that you didn't previously. And the heart. And this could all have to do with love and romance. And it is, the fourth house, which is your home and family. So it could be somebody that possibly you live with, or it could be a situation in your family. Because the heart can be romantic love, but I guess it could also be like a familial affection too. Alright, this is the fifth house, which is your house of creativity and romance and play. And we have the King of Swords here. The King of Swords is kind of a severe guy. Could be an air sign if this represents a love interest, but it could also be just the energy of that interaction. or it could be related to how you're viewing your creativity right now. Because if you're stuck at home and you've got this Ace of Wands in the reverse in your home and family house, then over here in your creativity house, you have this King of Swords. I almost know what that means, but it's a little vague. It's a general reading, so let's see what we have here. We have the Crossroads. Oh, okay, so there's a choice that you're going to have to make. The Bear could be a powerful ally, a strong person, a powerful person, but caution is needed in approaching them. And then we have the Snake, and the Snake is about betrayal. So just be careful of influential people. A lot of them really don't have your best interest at heart. It's unfortunate that more people aren't willing to stand up to people like that and boot them out of situations. Makes it very difficult for everyone. Because for everyone who is super talented and a jerk, there's like 15 super talented people who aren't jerks. Just saying. Alright. I'm gonna spray some water. I'm not gonna tell you that this is something special or magical, that it's not, other than the fact that it is water. And we are 70 to 80% water. And it's getting hot here in Los Angeles. Water's very purifying, so don't forget to stay hydrated. The next house is your health and your daily routines, which will be, it's a very loaded house right now. Let's see, the High Priestess. Alright, so it could be that you are doing a lot of reevaluation. This can also be about secrets that you hold that are influencing your daily routines. Maybe you're just being very secretive about your daily routines. Like, maybe you're not going on Facebook right now. I'm not going on Facebook right now. I haven't been on Facebook and Instagram very much. I've been focusing on this channel, and I've been focusing on my own personal projects. So possibly you're just taking some time to get right with yourself, which would be a little different from the Hermit. It's not like you are cloistered away. I'm sure you're still interacting with people and that you're still talking to your friends, but I think maybe you're being a little, you're guarding your hand a little bit as it regards your health and your daily routines. Yeah, we have the Book, which definitely goes with the High Priestess. That could be secrets. We have the Tower, which in the Lenormand deck is more about stability and strength and power. Being able to be all the way up here and watch everyone who's down below. So that is a little bit different than the tarot deck. And we have a gentleman. So perhaps you've been chatting up an amorous partner and you don't want anybody to know about it. And it doesn't have to be a gentleman, but if this is a romantic partner that you feel like you need to keep that guarded and close to your chest, that's definitely that kind of energy. I feel like there's more historical documents about swooning over ladies. But like, you know, playing into gender roles, women tending to be a little more secretive about the people that they are swooning over. So this could be, this could be a woman, this could be a man, could be a non-binary person, could be trans, doesn't really matter. It's more about archetypes. Lenormand is all about archetypes. So maybe someday we'll get to a point where these archetypes are going to have to be discarded because they don't make sense anymore. So the 7th house is about your marriages. It's about lawsuits and legal dealings, about open enemies. So we have the Wheel of Fortune and it's in the reverse. This could be, things taking a downturn in a marriage. It could be about a court case that's not going in your favor. I would just watch out for that. It's about, because the 7th house is ruled by Libra. So all of the, legal energies that come along with justice, making things equal, but then also like legal partnerships like marriages and business partnerships that are bound by contracts. Yeah, we have clouds, so trouble ahead. We have a child, so maybe somebody's being immature, or maybe you're being naive. And then we have the anchor. So there is a strong foundation there, but for whatever reason, right now, things are in trouble. And I just have to show you guys. I'm so sad. My candle's almost gone. I don't know when I'm going to be able to get a new one. I guess maybe if I was really good, I could go to Target at some point. Alright, the 8th house is death, sex, and other people's finances and resources. And we have the moon in the reverse in this position. And that's about twilight, obscurity, especially in the reversed position like we have here. And this almost looks like kind of like a kelpie, but also kind of like a unicorn on the card in the background. It's a very interesting take on that card. There is also an element of choice. Where do we have the crossroads over here in your creative life. So maybe it's related to this situation, which would make sense because that's other people's resources. We have the cross, so that'll be a good ending there will be a good ending to this situation. The tree, which is I'm not as familiar with this card, so I am going to look it up, but let me pull the last one. And the sun. Well, I have a lot of good energy here about the cross and the sun are both about things ending well for you. I think things are just really unclear right now, and they look really scary. It's the sense that I get. What is the tree? Oh, here we go. Yeah, so it's all about your health, the way that you're growing. So you will be in good health. Timing, it says 5 days, weeks, or months, the month of May or springtime. So, and an interesting thing about these cards, because they collaged them from Pamela Coleman Smith's other work. The tree is from the Four of Cups in the Rider-Waite deck, and then the waters from the Temperance card. So that's kind of cool. Yeah, so there's going to be really good growth for you in this situation, and it'll end really well for you. But I see right now, whatever, and I think it's tied to this situation too, with whoever this King of Swords energy is. And that would be creative. Alright, this is the 9th house, so governed by Sagittarius. We have the 9 of Cups reversed. Just isn't here yet. Just hasn't come to be yet. But this could be travel, and it could be higher education. So maybe you're graduating, or maybe you're going on a trip. But the 9 of Cups is the wish fulfillment card. So whatever that wish is, just isn't here quite yet in May. We have a lady. So maybe this is a partner who's helping you, or maybe this is someone else who is coming to your aid to help you work through that situation. We have a writer. That's good news. And we have the fox. And that's all about using your cunning, your smart lady, possibly, to have a good 9 of Cups resolution to your 9th house. Look at all these 9s. Yeah, so another thing is they've put the actual playing card correspondence down in the corner. So we also have the 2 9s from the Lenormand deck. It's in the 9th house, and the 9 of Cups. So 9 is kind of a completion, 10 is total completion, but 9 is very much a completion. It's an ending. So keep that in mind. And you can look further into the numerology of that if you wanted to as well. 10th house, career. We have the Tower, and it's reversed. So this could be the end of a job that you've held. It could be that it hasn't ended yet, but it will be soon. The Tower is all about destruction, so that new energies can come in the tarot deck. And of course, we already talked about the Tower in the Lenormand deck. So let's see what else might be going on with career. We have the Whip. Yeah, so there's maybe a need for discipline here. The Fish. Fish is about money, about resources, and the Stars. And the Stars are about good endings as well. Very positive. So I think as long as you have discipline with your money, you'll have a good outcome from that. but just knowing about it now will probably help you in that situation. And the 11th house, governed by Aquarius. We have the Hanged Man, and he's in the reverse. And this could be Odin hanging from Yggdrasil. This is all about your psychic states. Dreams that foretell the future, your psychological well-being, all of these kind of brain functions that you have. And the Hanged Man here in the reverse is like being in this stasis, because he's supposed to be hanging down, right? But in this case, he's kind of just stuck here, floating in the air. And the Hanged Man and the World card are kind of like inverse of each other as well. So there's some elements of the Dancing Woman from the World card here, as this card is upside down. So maybe you feel trapped. Maybe you consider yourself to be stuck somewhere. That may or may not be true. But this is a temporary state. It's a very temporary state. So enjoy it while it lasts. We have the ship. So ship could be about travel. Not right now, but in the future. We do have the lilies. And the lilies are all about a need for discretion. The lilies represent your purity and innocence in situations, purification. So if you are over partaking in alcohol, or if you're eating because you're bored, this is a warning against that. And then we have the stork, and the stork brings babies, right? Could also bring good news. Yeah, so good news about travel is coming in soon. The 12th house, the house of endings, governed by Pisces. We have love in the 2 of Cups. So that's in the reverse. And it doesn't really matter if I shuffle these cards or not. They're the last 3 left. This could be new love coming in, or it could be an end to a romantic situation that has been going on. And we've got the moon, which is all about art, romance, love, all the romantic things about the moon. But it's dark and things are hidden. Got the clover, and the clover too kind of speaks to discretion and luck. It's more like being lucky and not rubbing it in people's faces. And then the bouquet. And the bouquet is a flirtation or a gift given in love. So there you go. There's your month of May. And I really appreciate you joining me this month, Aries. It's good to see you. I hope your birthday was halfway decent. Take care. And I'll see you again very soon.